Hello YouTube. About a year ago, I posted a video about my favorite photographers on YouTube. And surprisingly, this is the still most popular video on my channel. So today I decided to revisit this list and tell you which of these talented artists I still watch and follow, as well as share some new discoveries I have made since then. So let's start, shall we? And with no surprises, I still do watch Thomas Hitton. But actually, since I run my own YouTube channel on the same topic, landscape photography, I just love his content just because I do understand how much effort he's put on every single video. Every single hike, every single video of Thomas, I'm just trying to reveal for myself, why does he put the camera at this particular place? Why does he stand in this way with this direction to the light? It's just amazingly interesting to see how he's editing his videos. I believe that Thomas is doing one of the hardest YouTube channels in terms of production. Just imagine he's doing it by his own. I understand how hard it is. And for sure, I love his photography. But for me, his videos are more interesting in terms of creation of the thing than his photography, which is also amazingly beautiful. This is kind of my professional deformation because of running of YouTube channel. So Mr. Thomas Hitton, if you are for some reason still not following him, you have to change it right now. And my number 2 is still Photo Tripper, Gavin Hardcastle, and actually I do not understand why do I watch his videos till this day. He's a beautiful person, he's a nice, very funny guy, I love his sense of humor, most of it. But I don't know, maybe I do still watch Gavin Hardcastle's videos just because of my inertia. I do not watch others by inertia for some reason, but somehow it works with Gavin. And I highly recommend his channel for some of you who are not only a photographer but also are just a person full of life. If you have watched at least one of his videos, you know what I mean. You should try, definitely. I do still watch Sean Tucker's videos, and actually that was a surprise for me. Then Gavin Hardcastle met Sean Tucker in Edinburgh, in the capital of Scotland, where he did some kind of collaboration on street photography. That was a huge surprise for me. Well, I do still watch Sean Tucker's videos. I strongly believe that he is one of the deepest photographers in terms of philosophy of photography, the meaning of photography in every letter. So if you are into a photography in general, not only landscape photography, for example, I do recommend Sean Tucker's channel without a shadow of a doubt. He's a great master, and also he is very talented not only in photography but in terms of storytelling and explanation of some complicated things to the audience. Especially I want to mention Attilio Ruffo. He's a master of long exposure photography, and I watched his channel for a while, learning the very essence of long exposure photography. For some reasons, Attilio left YouTube for a year or even more, but recently he posted one video which I find very emotional and very philosophical, and I do recommend his channel to anyone who is into landscape photography and the long exposure landscape photography especially. He really deserves your attention, so please check his channel. And Attilio, if you are watching, please don't give up. We are still waiting for your new videos. And also I still watch James Popsis. I believe year to year James just grew up, and I find his style very interesting and unusual. And despite his style of making videos, which is also great but kind of a bit different, despite that fact, I believe his style in photography and his talent to see the beautiful things in such places where no one will see the same beauty. James is a real master. Yeah, I do still watch him till now, and I believe I will watch his work even more. I believe I can say that I find James Pops is one of the most interesting photographers by this day, in terms of style and, let's call it, aesthetical speciality. James, thank you very much, and I recommend everyone to follow his channel. As a special guest of my list, I want to mention Nick Carver. This is a very specific kind of photographer because he's only shooting film, not the regular film, but he's using some kind of old-fashioned big format, like huge frames with huge cameras. But he's interesting not about his gear, but for me, he's very interesting because of his eye. He's finding some specific subjects for his photo, and I believe this is something I do not have. That's why I adore such beautiful masters like Nick Carver, James Popsis, Thomas Heaton, etc. So he can find a gem on a regular street, and he can make a piece of art of this subject on a regular street somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And I believe it's a huge and very important talent. So I do recommend his channel. Take a look, and I believe he deserves your attention also. So, as always, if you want to support my channel, here is a link in description to do so. I want to say a huge thank you to all my supporters. Hey, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And if you find this video at least a bit entertaining, you know what to do. Thank you very much. See you next time. Ciao for now.